I continue to improve this every week. It is halfway through the semester. Every single week I get this room a little bit more together. As you can see, the gobos, all this wall treatment, they've been getting together over the course of the last 6 months. I got some new mics. Still recording in RAW right now, but we're going to get some clean feeds coming soon. But yeah, like I said, we're halfway through the semester. This is Q1 tapping in with NGO Radio Terra's free lessons for all ages at all levels. Across the internet, we are streaming on NGO Radio Terra's YouTube page, so please like, comment, share, do all the things YouTube-y, and stay in touch with us. Feel free to email me at ecussionist@gmail.com. Today, I want to talk about one of my favorite topics. This is groove, and this is pocket. We're going to talk about pocket. We're going to talk about time as it relates to groove and pocket, and what all these synonymous terms mean and how they interact and how they correlate with one another. And then we're going to be playing along to it, and I'm going to demonstrate some ways that have been revealed to me from the musical wizards that I've come across in my life about how to improve my time and how to improve my pocket. So let's get into it. Thanks so much for being here. We're talking about pocket, and thus if we're talking about pocket, we're going to be talking about groove and time. And if you're just beginning to play drums and you've never heard the term before, pocket is essentially playing a groove over and over again, simple enough so that everybody can latch onto it and it can become hypnotic. And the groove becomes deep. When the groove becomes deep, you get hired. Ching, ching, ching. So here I'm trying to teach you the things that you can actually use to get paid. Chops are incredible and they are a part of the process. Fills are necessary when grooving, but groove is a part of the pocket. The pocket is something that is felt. The pocket is something that is understood. The pocket is something that creates trust amongst musicians. And especially if you're a drummer and you're satisfying the role of what a drummer does, then pocket is an essential term you must become familiar with. Pocket is what they say where you want your money to go, right? So if you think about where you want to be paid and where you want to, when you get paid, where you put your dollar bills, you put it in your pocket. Well, play that way, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate with the click what it's like to play out of pocket, what it's like to play with the click, which is in pocket, so to speak. But there are nuances with pocket. You can play behind the beat. You can play ahead of the beat. You can play right in the center of the beat. And if you control all these different ways of playing with the beat, then you have more control over your pocket. Let's get into it. I'm going to demonstrate to you the rhythmic possibilities of playing in the center versus behind versus in front. This is the center. I also like to play my right foot and my left hand right in the center of the beat and have my right hand on the hi-hat play behind. Next, I want to talk about some technical ways in which we can improve our time. It's really important that we get used to playing all of the different subdivisions at all the different tempos. And one of the ways that we can achieve fluidity through the tempos is if we practice triplets, quarter note triplets, half notes, whole notes, 16th note triplets, 32nd notes, all the way up and down the subdivision gamut at all different tempos. And then our tempo won't change when we go from triplets to 16th notes to quarter notes. So if you take that through a bunch of different tempos, you can really get your muscles together. You can get your time more consistent.
One thing I want to reiterate about pocket is that it isn't just a metronomic thing. It's not a perfect thing. It's an idea or a feel that is created when you play a groove consistently. You play it consistently because your time is great and you're making it feel good, and thus you're putting the groove in the pocket. So when you think about playing with other people or with a metronome, you are continuously adjusting yourself to the metronome or to these other people. And in doing so, you are negotiating the pocket. You are negotiating the distance between yourself and others, and how consistently you play with that distance between the notes, between your time feel and somebody else's. I hope that helps.
There's a popular misconception that fills can't have pocket. Fills can have pocket, and fills need to be pocketed in order for it to fit with the groove. It's really important that you practice how to place your fills so that they land right. Let's take a look at that. So I was thinking about keeping my body the same way even when I was in the other part of the drum sets to do the fill as much as possible. That creates consistency. I'm trying to maintain as much of the same physical nature that I started this beat with all the way through the fill and then back. That's going to help me be consistent, and that's a really important part of creating the effect of pocket. The fill, if it's not pocket, it sounds like this. Pocketed. Not pocketed. Right? So it sounds ridiculous if you don't pocket your fill. So always pocket your fill. Remember, play where you want your money to go. You will get fired for sounding like that if you're on a professional gig. And it won't feel good, even if you're not on a professional gig, to play with a drummer who's playing like that. So always stay consistent and stay in the pocket. Wait for your opportunity to play your fill. I know it's hard, but groove is more important when you're establishing hypnosis and establishing pocket.